Hello fellow stackers, 365 here, welcome back to my channel. So just finishing another Whiskey Wednesday from Creative Precious Metals, just under an hour long. I would definitely recommend those of you that haven't been watching his Whiskey Wednesday series to jump on them. Really interesting. I quite often listen to them like a podcast. So when I'm getting ready for the day, or I'm doing some cooking, or whatever I'm doing around the house, even if I'm using my other phone to edit videos that I've pre-recorded, I have it playing in the background. So it's a really cool listen, and I would highly recommend heading over to his channel and checking them out. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing an article that was just posted on Stackers Social. Now this article is fairly fresh. It has only been live for 43 minutes, so I thought I'd quickly make this video to show you what is being said. Now, this article is from CNBC, and it says UK's Metro Bank shares suspended multiple times after plunging more than 25%. Now, I'll leave this article in the description of this video so you can have a read through. But it basically goes on to say that shares of Britain's Metro Bank suspended trading Thursday after tanking more than 29%. It comes amid reports that it was trying to raise 600 million in debt and equity. So you can see that it appears the Metro Bank here in the UK is really struggling. Now, the Metro Bank actually holds safety deposit boxes, and that is what I wanted to discuss in today's video. Now, I know many people like to store their precious metals and their valuables in bank safety deposit boxes, and I've always been very negative when I've spoken about this way of storing precious metals. And this is another reason why I think it's so important to physically hold your assets, physically have your precious metals in your possession, because you never know when a bank is going to go bankrupt. And as we've all seen with the movement towards CBDCs, it means that more and more banks are going to be becoming obsolete and they're going to be closing down. Now, it's only a matter of time before your bank either closes down due to it not being needed because of CBDCs that essentially the main Bank of England will control, or whether the bank, as we've seen in that article I just showed you, closes due to its stock price falling because it's having financial difficulties and all the rest of it. So I think it's very important to make sure that you own your precious metals physically. I think it completely defeats the object if you're invested in physical assets, but then you're storing them in a bank safety deposit box, because it's the same, in my opinion, as buying paper precious metals. If you're buying gold or silver on the stock market and it's on an app, in my opinion, it's exactly the same as buying physical assets and then putting them into a bank safety deposit system, because you're basically putting your assets back in the network, back in the system. And the whole point of owning precious metals, in my opinion, is being able to physically hold it. And there's a famous saying that many people say that if you don't hold it, you don't own it. And it's very true. If this is in a safety deposit box and your bank goes bankrupt, how easy is it going to be to get that physical asset from your bank? Now, I'm not saying that everyone that has assets in safety deposit boxes in Metro Bank are not safe. That is definitely not what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to scare everyone. I'm not making everyone think they should rush to the bank and draw their money out. I'm just kind of educating people on my opinions and why, in my opinion, I think that safety deposit boxes are not the way forward if you are investing in physical precious metals. Like I said, it's the same as having it on an app in paper form, because you still haven't got it in your hand. Now, even if the bank wasn't going bankrupt and everything was fine with the bank and you wanted to go and get your physical asset out of the bank, it's not something that you can instantly do. You have to arrange to go to the bank. You have to wait till obviously the bank is open in the first place. And there's all these hurdles you have to jump just to get hold of your physical asset. Now, imagine if you needed some cash quickly and you needed to liquidate, like I've been doing over the last couple of weeks. You can literally pick up this stuff, meet up with a bullion dealer, meet up with a friend that also invests in precious metals, give them this, and take some hard physical fiat currency and pay down that emergency, or pay for the man to fix your boiler, or pay for that emergency treatment operation that you need, or some medication, or whatever it may be, whatever you need emergency funds for, you're not restricted to having to wait till a bank is open, wait until you book an appointment, wait until you go to your safety deposit box, then draw it out of your safety deposit box, then take it home, and then start the process that we just discussed of selling it and converting it back to fiat. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. This video is just a way of, again, showing you why I think it's so important when you invest in physical assets to actually own the physical asset. Now, like I said, I'm not trying to scare anyone, and I'm not saying that your safety deposit boxes aren't safe if they are in banks and the bank starts going downhill and it starts closing and going bankrupt and all the rest of it, because I'm guessing there are things in place like insurance policies and all the rest of it. But let's say the bank does go bankrupt, even if all your precious metals is insured, it's still, again, a long process to follow up and chase your insurance for your precious metals. And sometimes if your precious metals are sentimental and they're not just bullion pieces, you might not want to pay out in fiat form. You might actually want the actual asset that you've put in the bank in the first place. So it's something to think about. Again, I'm not an expert in the banking system or anything like that. It might be the case that when a bank goes bankrupt, it's as easy as everyone that has safety deposit boxes gets exactly what they're owed from their deposit boxes with no questions asked. It's just one of those things to bear in mind and definitely to do a little bit more research into. So let me know your thoughts on the Metro Bank here in the UK struggling and suspending trades on their stock on the stock market, and also let me know your thoughts in the comment section about safety deposit boxes. As always, thanks very much for watching, and I hope you have a very nice day.